Alright, we're alive. Let me get this pulled up here. Start this timer. There we go. All right. So today is a big day. Got lots of stuff going on here. Let's see. So we just finished. We fixed the bugs that we had last night. I finished. Grow and shrink function is actually done. For now. I don't think I'm ready to start working with UI just yet. Mainly because I just haven't done a lot of research on it. So we're probably going to be doing something a little bit different. I've done like a pickup function, but there's a lot more to be done with that. So I'm thinking about what I want to put in here next. Could learn how to do a camera system, but that would involve like looking up a lot of stuff here. Probably wouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's see. We could try adding a function that like copies data onto another list when we delete something, right? So that way we can move our cards from one list to another. So I think that's probably what we're going to do today. Let's see. Alright, so let's see. Let's see. Card gets destroyed probably is when it's going to be happening here. So let's go on here in this function. Let's minimize this card, this for now. Check how close this card can be minimized. Fix that up. This can be minimized for now. Okay. There's so much space in between here. There we go. Just clean this up a little bit. Pickup function. This one. This one is just gonna be like if you touch it, it it will let's see. Yeah, this one, I can set this one up later. It's not a big deal. So let's do the pickup. Okay, so the pickup function here, car gets destroyed. Destroy this game object. I wonder if I want that to be a separate, let's see. When someone picks up a card, right? Typically, it's always going into the list. I don't think there's anything that I want to set up that will make it to where it doesn't go. Like, the character's actually physically holding it. That would be an interesting concept. Like, you pick up a card, but you don't actually put it in your hand or your deck. Let's write that down here. Let's see. Brainstorming ideas. Here we go. So, character picks up card and physically holds it like an object. That would be interesting. I don't know how well that would fit into the game design per se. It's typically like with card games, right? You're expecting to like use a card, not necessarily like pick it up and like, move it around and stuff, but there's going to be some of that in the game. Let's save this. That's fine. Documents, that's fine. Okay. We'll put that idea away for now. What else? Let's see. Well, let's do what we said earlier. I'm going to be copying the data. So I think that's what we need to do, is learn how to like copy data from one list to another. Sorry, I got a text message on. Hold on one sec. There we go. Know how it is, y'all. People be blowing up your phone. Destroy this object and do all this stuff. Yep. We need to make sure that this do we need any of these? Yeah, let's just get rid of these. Delete these out of here. Card state. Oh yeah, this actually is needed. Let's see. Card info. This is not needed, so we'll just delete this one. Boom. There we go. Save that up. We're not using this one either, I don't think. Yeah, this is not even being currently used. Call functions here. I will hold on to it for now. That one. And then this one is... Oh, I guess we need to check and make sure, let's check and see if make sure that we're not throwing any exceptions here. Because I gotta double check that. One, two. Let's make sure. Boom. Yeah, did throw an exception, but let's see if it's still, it'd be, I mean, everything would work because it's completely different now, so. We're not accessing that data. I don't think we are anymore. Let's see. And create a card. It does call these functions here. Evaluate distance and calc position. But I think that let's see. I think that they're not even starting. Yeah, evaluate distance. Calc position has, but so I guess that's the only one that's currently throwing right now is calc position. And evaluate dis. Let's just get rid of that. So I don't think we need it anymore. Like that one. Okay. And then calc position is just an IE numerator. That just tells me where it is when it first gets generated. I don't even need that anymore. So we can just delete this whole thing. Boom. Alright. And we will get rid of this one as well. So we don't need those. Unless we come back and say, hey, for some reason we need our game manager script to know where it's at when the cards already know where they're at. We won't need them. So let's see. Let's start this up here. Growing is working like normal. And then if I pick up conditions are true. Yep, that's fine. Is this still working? Yeah. Boom. Generate some more cards. Yeah. Oh, argument out of. Oh no. Hold up. All right. What's throwing now? Next number 0. Uh-oh. It's card functions 106 and 76. Oh, that's new. Okay, let's see. 106. 106 and 76. Pickup function A. So this gets called and then it can't do this. Destroy. I guess I just need to. This game object. Distance list. Remove at. Let's double check the distance list here. Zero and 1 index number. Distance list. Where are you? Distance vector. Should be on this screen. Distance list. There we go. It's empty. That's interesting. Why is it empty? I guess because it clears off. This one is also empty. Okay. Okay, it happens when I create a card. Card clone. Oh, is it throwing because... Yeah, it's not giving it the card name either. That's interesting. Argument out of range exception, index is out of range. Oh, this time it threw in the game manager script. Oh, this whole thing is like... where was it? 179 to 153? Might just have to undo it. 79. 153. What in the world is going on here? Is this still calling? Destroy this. Yeah, I guess it needs to reset the numbers. I have nothing that's resetting the numbers now. So we do need to just set everything back to 0. Or set everything down. Let's see. It says 150. What were the stuff at here? 179 and 153. 79. New card equals current card info. So this number is probably getting, every time you, okay, so the number is probably new card equals, what is new card right now? Is it an int? No, it's a private game object. Okay, so you're setting a reference to the new game object. Okay. So you instantiate an object, set the reference equal to that object, but there's nothing changing this number back when the cards get deleted. So that's what's causing it. Okay. So when I delete something, I need to take this and subtract 1 from it. Yeah, that'll work either way. Because every time I delete something, it'll go down by 1. And that's all I need to do. Okay. So I need to take game manager. I'm just going to copy this real quick so I don't have to instance, copy, paste, dot, current, -1. Oh. I need to do equals dot current. Oops. There we go. Now every time I destroy something, it should go down by 1. All right, let's try this again. That easy logic should fix it. And then when we make 2, yeah, that works. Okay. Let's delete that one. So that should go. Okay, it's gonna be 3 again because we didn't delete 3. What's the index number? 3, 2, 1. The index number is correct. Okay. It's just the so instead of making the card number, which I don't need to do this, but let's see. I'll just make the index number, I'll just make the card name equal to the index number instead. Card name equals new card plus, it will be plus this dot game object dot get component, and then it'll be card, and it'll be like that dot dot index number, and then the index number should be set. I think the index number is set. When is the index? Index variable card dot get index number. Dot index number equals index variable. I could just set the card name here instead of that. Accept that. There we go. Put this. We're not using the distance list anymore, are we? Distance list. Yeah, I don't think we're using it really. It's just here and then in the top. Temp position. I don't think we need this. I don't think we need the distance list because everything is calculating itself, so we'll just get rid of that. Distance list here. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? This isn't referencing the distance list, right? I need to move these around so I could read it a little bit better. This one has its own, but separate distance list. I don't think we're using that either. Where's the distance? I think I already got rid of it. No, right here. Distance list. Yeah. Yeah, we just have the one spot, so we can just get rid of this. Okay. Did I add that line back? Yeah, okay, there we go. That's fine. Should know its own index number. Okay, let's try that again. Oh no, it wouldn't be this game object. It would be new card dot get component. Yeah, that's actually not gonna work. It would be new card. There we go. And that because the reference is set to the card. Current info index. Let's see. New card equals whatever your No, actually, that wouldn't work. Because let's say we say we have 3 cards and we delete one, we generate one. The index would still be the same. And then the current card info index would go back down to what it was. And then it would set the reference to, yeah, that would work. Yeah. Let's just double check. Make sure that's working here. Clear this out. Uh-oh, game manager not contain a distance list and accessible extension. Uh-oh, 106 and 30. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What? Hold on. Is it game manager? Card functions, game manager, distance list. What the distance list? Card functions 106 and 30. Huh? Where am I referencing it at? Am I still? Oh, okay. Game is. Oh, wait a second. Is it? I was referencing it. Why am I not referencing my own? Yeah, I don't need this anymore. Do I? Let's see where this is at on this script. Just here. So if I'm not using the distance list, am I using the distance list? Let's see. Does this one use it? I'm gonna evaluate distance list.min. Oh, okay, I see. New list. Float. Public float. Yeah, it shouldn't be. Oh, it shouldn't be using that one. That's why. There we go. That could be why it wasn't working earlier. Because I was referencing a different list. Okay. The Did that fix it? It seems to have fixed it. Alright, let's check. Why is there a distance list in this card anyway? Distance list is empty. New card 1, 2, 3. So we have 4 cards currently. This is the newest one. Argument out of range. 106. Card function 106 and 76. Oh, am I still getting the correct? I don't think so. Hold on. I don't think I'm using the correct list here. Distance list. Distance list is going to use float. I start. Oh, you know, it's oh, that's why I was using it. I need to. I gotcha. I need to. Okay. It's just for this one, right? I wonder. Huh. Yeah, I need to go back and undo that part. Let's go down here. Let's see. Actually, let's just do it like this. Let's see. What did let's just go back to the part where we did the distance list here. Let's see. Where's the distance list at? Yeah, okay. Okay. And then I need to make sure that I'm referencing the same one. This calculation. Hold on 1 second. You can't remove a game object. This game object isn't even on distance list. One of them's for floats, the other one's for so card index number. Remove this game object. This game object's not on distance list. Yeah. This line of code is not even needed. This is why you take breaks, guys. The other distance list is just for vector 3s. Is this even referenced anymore? This is not referenced, so it's correct as redo all of them. Redo. Okay. Yeah. And then this one is just for this distance list. Yeah, I just need to take out that one piece of code that's removing it. This is the one that's throwing, yeah. And let's make sure that we're using the correct distance list. I don't why I name them the same thing is like we'll just say I wonder if there's a way I can replace all. Find all references. It's fine, it's fine. Distance as you need to float. Let's just do this. And then we'll scroll on down here. It's not needed there. Is it referenced here? Is it referenced here? No. So just down here. Add total, yeah, this is just a float list. Okay, that should be fine. Okay. Yeah, that's variable naming right there for you. Okay, yep. And then this one should be, yes, perfect. And let's check the index numbers. Index number 1. Index number 2. Awesome. Are they tracking themselves? Yes, they are. Let's see. 0. Yep. Oop, I accidentally moved that one. I moved both of them by accident. Woo! Get out of here. Yeah. Slightly. This is slightly bugged because let's see. I wonder what happens if I pick both of them at the same time. Oh no. I can't destroy that one because let's reset the position. Let's say 5. Oh no, we'll say 0. No, 0. Then we'll say 5. Oh, I can't get that one because that one's off the stage. Okay. So there Whoopsie. Okay. Let's close this card. I do need to bring them a little bit closer. Let's see. Let's grab this card. Oops. Let's set this exactly -3. Okay. Let's set y. Y's fine. Set this exactly at 3. And then what happens when I go? Can both of them be? I don't think so. Yeah. I wonder if that's changing the y here. Y is -4. -4.5. -4.1. It is changing the position a little bit. I kind of want to make it a little bit closer, to be honest. It's a little. Oh wait, did it stop? Okay, never mind. I kind of want to make it so where Okay, so one rule I will make is that's another brainstorming idea. Let's go ahead and write this down because this is my when I put rules inside of my game, this will be a way to like break it. Okay, okay, so character can be bounced by cards. Yeah, that's fine. They expand. So we'll put that in there eventually. All you have to do is essentially generate a force when that happens. I guess when we it'd be like an on trigger. It would be like an on collision enter. Oops! I think I just opened Power World by accident. But to find out in just a minute. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. So it'd be like a on collision enter. No, it'd be like, okay, so when the grow function activates, call coroutine on collision enter, and then it'd be, oops, let's go back, and then it'd be like an if statement, right? So like if collider dot other is like equal to collider dot collider dot other, no, if it'd be like if compare tag dot if no game, like it'd be like something like this, game if game object dot compare tag dot collider dot other, something like that, right? And then it's like equals character, and then you have your code here. Let's see. I don't know why I don't just int, like I don't know why whitespace like helps me write stuff out like this, but it just does, man. I hope I'm not hurting anybody's eyes right now. Coffee. I can't be on for too long tonight because I have to get up and like probably around like 8 to like fry some chicken. Whoopsie. Okay, so I guess if they are, I guess if okay, I guess part of this would be the expansion, right, of cards is now delayed. Character to now be bounced by cards when they expand, because you want the character to be able to either hit the card, land on the card, and be bounced at that point, or I guess you can make it so where they're just bouncy. But that's fine. That's like part of like the slimy stuff and everything. If something is made of slime. Let's see. Again, compare tag equals character, right? And then you put your logic right here, and then you probably would just do um, it'd be like other dot game. You probably have to get the so we need a reference to. I think we already have a reference to the yeah. Let's see, to-do list here. We need another to-do list because this one's kind of cluttered. Yeah, this one's kind of like done. So we'll just get rid of that. And we'll do another to-do list. Okay. And then we will so we need to check for reference to the check for a reference to the rigid body for the character, or make one. Make one. That's fine. Excuse me. Okay. And then it would just be like apply force to other object. Yeah, that's fine. And it would be interesting if other cards could bounce off of it. So maybe like this, or other objects. Right? That would be cool if like you could throw a card and it's bouncy, and you could throw another card and bounce it off. That'd be kind of cool. I do kind of wonder if I only want this to be like a function of like the bouncy cards. But we'll figure that out later. I think I probably do want that because being able to bounce off cards aren't, if they're made of cardboard, right, they're not really bouncy. But you can obviously see like, hey, if a card is made of like, has goo over it, it's going to be bouncy or sticky or something. Okay. All right, so let's write out these. Let's kind of write this out here. Let's go ahead and do that. Kind of write this logic here. That's not what I just said to do. Give me that. Okay. Oh, that's why they did that. Let's do this. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. So when the grow function gets called, yeah, it just should be when the grow function gets called, because that's what's gonna be what's. Well, I guess it could like propel you. So let's see. Well, let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Excuse me. La la la. Make sure I got some volume here. Testing. Yeah, we're good. Oopsie. Okay. I think I'm gonna hit this here. Live for 45 minutes. Let's do. There's quick actions here. I don't think I can change the category unless I stop this train. Nope, that's fine. Alright. So it'll be on the grow function, so let's minimize that for now. Grow card. Okay, here we go. And then the first thing that should be called is, let's go ahead and make this new function, right? Where is this? Oh, yeah, close this card. Okay. Let's minimize this here. There we go. It will be public void on trigger enter. No, on collision. Here we go. That's for 3D, isn't it? On collision enter. Let's redo that. On collision. On. Why is it not autocorrecting? Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's do it again. Public void on collision enter 2D. There we go. Sheesh. Yep. 2D collider rigid body has begun touching. Yeah, okay. So it's going to be an if statement. We already wrote this out. If collider dot other I think it's other dot collider other dot no if game object dot other no collider I forgot how to write this out. Okay. Dot compare if other if game object dot other. Hold on. Let's just see this. Syntax of a on collision enter for other objects. C#. Let's see. Where is it at? Oh, collision info dot. Check if it collided. Has it? Okay, yeah. It's dot compare tag enemy. Okay, game object if collision. Okay, that's fine. Okay. If collision I think it's collision info, right? Collision info if Oh, maybe because it's 2D. Hold on. On collision enter. Syntax is on collision enter for other 2D objects. There we go. Let's see. Yep, collision 2D. Collision at game object compared to. Okay. Yeah. Let's make sure that the character is tagged character. I'm pretty sure it is. It is untagged right now. So let's tag that. I could have swore that I saved a bunch of tags. Okay, I guess I only have that one. Character. Boom. Tags. Tag 0, tag 1. Card. Character. Oh wait, what was I doing just now? Card. Yeah, I did save tags on the world. Character. There we go. And we'll just tag character. Okay, here we go. If collision, oops. Dot. Oh my God, I can't spell. Dot collider. Dot compare. Tag. Collision not game object. I don't know if that works the same or not. Incoming collider involved. Yeah, I guess I want collision not game object, huh? Dot compare tag. And then it will be character. And then do this. There we go. Then you execute that code, which is apply force to the other object. So I think there's collision dot other. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And it does have a rigid body on it, so that's not the issue. So I guess I just it would be other as a apply force is like it's like vector 3. Man, it's been a while since I wrote like vector 3. Like I'm kind of forgetting some stuff. Let's see. Let's see. It's like vector 3 dot force. It'll be game object dot other Hold on, let me just look this up again because I cannot remember for the life of me. Syntax of applying force to an object. This is like such basic stuff, and I'm just blanking. Oh yeah, add force. Add force method of the rigid body component attached to the object. Add force method takes a vector 3. The force mode, yeah. Yeah, make a reference to the rigid body. I could just I think it's better if I made a reference to the rigid body first. Do I have one already? Let's see. I think I do in this script. Game object character. I don't have a reference to the rigid body. Do I? I can just make a private rigid body 2D character RB, and then we'll set this on start, I guess. Actually, if we spawn in a character, if we don't spawn in the character when the game starts, the game manager script's gonna bug out a little bit. I guess we have it here, so character dot get component origin. That's fine. I think it's get components rigid body. Character RB, we have a reference to that. So, character it would be game manager instance dot character. Oh, it's not public. Public reference here. Don't need this in the inspector. Dot add force. Then it's, let's see, vector 3, vector 2, let's see. So I'm applying force to a 2D. Add force, vector 2. It's force mode, right? At the end. vector 2, force y, x, and y. Vector 2 represents the force that be applied. Float values. Optional. Force mode 2D. Yeah. Add force. Force mode 2D dot force. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. This parameter determines how the force is applied. The default is force mode 2D dot force, which adds force over time using the object's mass. Yeah, that's what we want, actually. We want it to be, because stuff gets heavier over time. I think that's what we want. Impacts, acceleration. Applies continuous acceleration regardless of mass. Changes velocity directly. Impulse. But without considering mass. No, yeah, no, we want impulse. Maybe just force. We'll see. We'll see which one we like best. Add force. See that again? Force. Okay, new vector 2. Yeah. Excuse me. All right, and then the X, we'll just say, okay, we want it to go in the opposite direction. So we'll say, if we do, yeah, we just want it to be, it's either going to be the position, it's going to be one of them minus the other one. I believe. So we'll just do the transform dot position of this object dot x minus character dot transform dot position dot x, and then we'll multiply that times, let's just say times 2. Yeah. Vector 2. Yeah, I need a y parameter. Yeah, I know. Comma. Minus character dot transform dot position dot y. Okay, that should force it away if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, we'll just say times 2. Okay. Maybe we'll say plus 2. We'll see. Adds a force using its mass. Alright, let's see if that worked. And then we'll say, we'll also say debug.log. We'll say get bounced. On collision enter. So we need to call this method. Can I name this method actually? Can you put a namespace in an on collision enter? I don't think so. think so. Hold on. It says the common function is called on collision enter. Can you give a name? Is a predefined method that you cannot change. Okay. Well, how can I reference it? Oh no. No, you generate. Okay, you can't do it. Okay. Here's why. What you can do instead. Is an event, special function. It's automatically called. Yeah. So when the physics, okay. That's fine. Let's do it like this then. So on collision, enter. Oh, excuse me. So it should automatically call when I touch. That's fine. We just need to change this function. Let's change this to like 1.5 pickup range here. Actually, like 0.5 and 0.5. That way it can actually let's do like 0.8 because I think the card is actually bigger than that. I think. Let's make it. Let's just make it 1. For now. Okay. Pickup range, and then let's make sure that this is being used here. On should be our characters within range boolean. I think it's set to true. Where is our is it? What does it evaluate true at? Why did that automatically highlight there? I hate that. Characters within range. What in the world? Huh. Oh, wait. Am I referencing it over here? Should be in the update then. Bruh. Hold on, let me just do final references here. That'd be the fastest way. There we go. Card. Characters within range equals true. 64? If this... okay, there we go. If... man, it's in the update. I just literally missed it. If object. Dot distance vector dot x less than or equal to pickup. Okay, yeah. Less than or equal to pickup range. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's where it's evaluating. Okay, thank you. Just wanted to make sure that it's still using that. Which I knew it was, but okay. Saved. Let's see how close I have to be first. Okay, so how? Oh. Huh? But still, did I make it public again? I think I did, didn't I? It'd be on Game Manager. Pickup range. I think I made it private, didn't I? No, I hit it in the inspector. So it should still be 1, but this is like really far away. Where's the distance? Yeah, it's like -4. 3.05. Huh, that's weird. It's like 2 point something. So it's still evaluating at 3. Why did it not change? I did save it. It should like be like 1. I wonder if it didn't. Okay, let me not hide it in the inspector anymore then. Because I think what's happening is it didn't change because even if it's hidden in the inspector, it's set. Yeah, it's still set at 3. How do I reset that? Hold on. How to set a variable that's in the inspector equal to the variable in code. Oops. Expose variable, script to inspector, you can adjust their values directly. So you can, it's crucial for getting them as it allows you, yeah. Serialized fields. Keep it private in code, but expose it to inspector. I know. Yep. Changes made in the inspector during play are not persistent after you stop the game. Yeah. To prevent a public variable from being displayed. Yeah, but that doesn't fix the issue. How to make a variable public, but not affected, right, by the inspector. To make it have an accessible outskirts but not editable. My variable is a private. Yeah, but the problem is, yeah, it's not. Make the variable private and switch the inspector to debug. I see the variable shade. Is it possible to make a variable publicly viewable? Let's see. Like to make so any other class variable, but like a public variable, but not be able to directly change like. I did hide an inspector, but it still didn't change the value. I don't know, man. Maybe it should be working, it's just not. Maybe we could try it again one more time. Set to 1. Yeah, this is so weird. I don't know. Maybe it's because I hid it after I already set it into the... Oh, maybe I just changed it to private and then switch it back. Let's try that. Let's just try that. I know it's gonna... I know. It's gonna give me... Oops. Save that. And then make it public again. That should remove it from the inspector. There we go. Yes, I know. Throw in... Okay. Now, let's see. Nope. That's so weird. Whatever, okay. Whatever. It's whatever. I'll just make it work, I guess. Alright. That is so weird that you can't... Once it changes, you just can't change it back. That's so weird. That's gonna like mess everything up for a while. But whatever. Okay. Try it with 1. Okay. Oh. Didn't quite apply the force. Yeah, didn't apply the force. So let's for now, let's see. Let's lock this. Can unlock the X values here. Let's see. Freeze position on X. Okay. Save that for a second. Okay. So when we create one, we run into it. Shouldn't go anywhere. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, did it debug that log? Debug that log. On collision, enter. Closest card. Checking closest card. Should be more than once. They didn't debug that log anything. Get bounced. The first time we... I don't think so. I need to get rid of those other total distance stuff. Where are we debugging that log? Where are we logging here? I can get rid of all that stuff. Where is it? Let's see. Nope, not there. Card functions 150. Okay, so checking closest card. Yeah, I don't want any of that stuff anymore. Okay. Debug that log. Don't want that. Save some stuff here. Debug that log. Yeah, we don't want that anymore. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, just that. Okay, so this isn't evaluating as true. Collision, enter 2D, collision. Compare tag character. This has the tag. Uh-oh. Destination scene's not valid. What? What did I do? What? That was weird. Oh, my thing just glitched out for a sec. Yeah. Wait, it's on both now? What? Look at this. Look at this. You see this, right? Normally it only shows it in like the inspector, but it's showing it in the game too. That is so weird. Okay. Okay. This is not evaluating as true. If collision, the other collider dot compare tag character. You know what? It might need to be game object. Let's do it like this. We have a reference to the character RB. Instead of doing that, is equal to character dot character RB. Oh, game manager dot instance dot character RB. Oops. There we go. If collision other collider equals the other collider 2D involved in the collision. I do have collider on here, correct? On the cards? Wait. Yeah. Okay, I do. Minimize that for a second. Has rigid body and maybe it needs to be continuous. I don't know. All right, let's try it. Let's see. It's not evaluating as true. Let's check the collider here on the card. Yeah, it's as big as the object is. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. Just to make sure that... Oh, you know what? Maybe I need to check the... Hold on. Let's go back. Character. Check this rigid body here. It's quite large. Yeah, it is actually. Okay. Okay, so it should be colliding. Okay. So it's just the well, let me take out this if statement instead. Take out this if statement, and then we'll just debug.log this. On collision enter. I will need to remove this collider, probably. Nah, let's not do that. Just undo this. And it's referencing character RB. Oh my god, we don't have a reference to the character? Well, that would explain it. I thought that we would have done that like forever ago. What in the world? Okay, now it should work. Yeah. Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay. That works. Transform. Didn't do anything. So let's do dot impulse instead. Okay, let's try that. I guess it's such a small force that multiplying it times 2 isn't pushing me anywhere. So let's see. We'll do... We'll do plus 5. Let's try that. That does it look like it? I can't tell if it... Yeah, it is doing a little something. Let's say let's do plus 50 instead. That didn't do anything. Huh. Okay. 4 smalls. Oh, impulse equals 1. Impulse times 10. Impulse equals 1. Using its mass. I think I need... Hold on. How to change the force of an impulse. Let's see. Vector 2 jump impulse equals new vector 2. That impulse. Oh, you know, maybe it's just the math isn't working out here. Adjusting the impulse will change the force vector magnitude. Yeah. Fixed update, regardless of the frame rate. Let me put it in the fixed update instead of just update. Oh, is it even in update? I think that's not gonna work actually. Let's yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah. Void update, void fix update. And then we just copy this. Well, that would explain why it didn't work. There we go. They get rid of something. Gonna need one more, right? Nope. One less. Well, where? Okay, hold on. No, it doesn't need one more. What the heck? What is going on here? Bruh. Hello? Okay. Weird. Put you inside here. What in the world? Why did this do that? Oh, is it there? Huh? Weird. Maybe it's not leaking properly or something. Should be this one. This one is linked with this one, but why is it not linking up? Maybe it's just being weird. Okay, that one linked. Oh yeah, we do need one more. Is it like some kind of... What is going on? Huh? Fixed update. Update. Where is... It's not inside of update. It's just void. Oh, when did they get the private field? I'm not sure. Oh, this should, like... be working? Find the forces in the fixed update function. It's recommending it. Yeah. Okay. This is just being weird. Just delete all this. Maybe not public void, maybe just void. Or maybe just on collision enter. No. I don't know why this isn't working. The Unity message fix update is empty? Huh. Hold up. Maybe I have to add a different using. What is the using for fixed update? C#. In Unity fixed update method calls. There's a second one right here. I don't understand. This is here. Why is it linking to this one? Let me just delete this. That's correct. Okay. Weird. Why? What is going on? I don't understand. I don't understand. Whatever, man. Okay, whatever. I tried to use you. We're just gonna use. We're just gonna do that. Put it in regular update, I guess. I guess that doesn't work. Weird. I don't know. It's not meant to be manually placed? What? Unity on collision function is it's not meant to be placed within fixed update. What? Fixed update timing. Fixed update. Okay. After physics simulation is detected. How to use. Okay. So, okay. How to use on collision enter with fixed update. Within fixed update in Unity isn't directly possible as triggered by physics during its update, which is separate from fixed update loop. Okay. A collision trigger when a collision between two fixed update called at a regular fixed time interval, primarily used for physics calculations. Oh, so what they want me to do is do the on trigger enter and call a function that adds the. That's what they want me to do. So since on collision enter is part of the physics update, you typically perform physics-related actions like applying forces directly within the on collision triggered by it. Okay. So what we need to do is just do this. Nah, no, we don't need it. It's whatever. Just gonna do it like this. That's fine. It'll be good enough. Okay, so I need to redo this. New vector 2. Sort of minus. It should go away. Transform deposition of x minus character. Impulse. X and Y. Maybe times 2 out here. Like that. Oh, make it times make it times 5 so we can see. Okay, let's try that. Just make it times 100. So if something happens, we see it, no matter what. Nothing happened. It also didn't evaluate to true. Because it's not debugged and logging anything here. Oh yeah, because I never fixed the if statement. Let's check that again to make sure we're getting what we want. No, because I can't do that. If character is this one. Character RB. Yeah, I mean it should be working, to be honest. Vector 2, X and Y. Collision. Game. Let's try that. Woo! Okay, that worked. Whoa. The card is gone. Oh, I need to lock the, Wow, yeah, it's gone. The card is gone. Okay. Let's do, instead of times 100, let's do times 10. Oh, it's not enough. Times 10 isn't enough? You're kidding me. Okay. Then we'll do times 70. Okay. Tentative. Can't just drop in and like be dropping links, brother. Let's see. It's only giving me. It's not. You coming back? Yeah. Okay. It's giving me plenty of. Whoa! That's so weird. Okay, so this is evaluating to like probably towards, right? The position minus this. Transform to position of I minus character. Minus character to X. X and Y. It's direction. It would be a direction. Maybe it's the other way around. Character minus the position. Let's try that. Okay. Whoa! Okay. All right. Character, we'll just say 0. Oh, that didn't work. 5. There we go. Okay, that worked. All right. Nice. Okay, that worked. Awesome. Okay, so that was it. So it's the character minus the transform. Okay. And we don't need it to bounce that far, so let's do we'll do 20 instead. Okay. Let's go. Yo, that's what's up. Okay. Whoa, that is really high. That's pretty good. Boing. 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 Yep. There we go. Boing, 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 boing. Ooh, boing, 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 boing. Interesting. Ooh. It's not quite, That is interesting. You get, like, some crazy bounces there. Yeah, that is really bouncy. Okay. Let's change this, let's see. We'll change this, number here. Excuse me. Back to... we'll change it to 2. Okay. And we'll try it with that. Okay, maybe I can get a little bit of boing, 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 boing. It's much more consistent now. That's good. Boing. Ah! Okay, we got bouncy cards. Okay. Okay, all right. Let me see how close I have to be for that. Oh, that's not too bad. I can jump over. Cool. Whoa! Jesus! Yeah! Boom. Boom. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Jesus Christ. I think that's a little bit too bouncy. It's a little bit too bouncy. Okay. So let's see if this works. Instead of doing the whole thing times 20, right? What if it's like x is y times 10, and then x times 15. Let's see if that works. Order of operation should work, so... Oh my god! That's way too much! Jesus Christ. Okay, we'll do times 3. And we'll do times, times 2. Oh, that's a decent amount, okay. Huh, that didn't bounce me at all. Oh, that stopped bouncing. What? That's weird. Oh, because the Y isn't doing it. It's 2 times 5. Oh my god. Okay. It's not giving me... It's not bouncing me. That's interesting. Oh, you know, hold on. I think it's the way that it's evaluating. I need to put it in parentheses. Let's try that. Putting it in parentheses first. Because I know order of operations is going to make it to where that number gets calculated first. That's just simple math. Let's try that. See if that works. No, that doesn't work. Okay, that doesn't work at all. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Alright, so let's just do it the way we had it. Oops. Character minus transform. Character minus transform. I don't know how to get it more consistent. Because it's whatever the value is. Yeah, the difference for the Y is not, let's see. That was pretty crazy. Let's try that. Okay. But then it doesn't do anything for the X. Okay. Let's just go ahead and make this let's go ahead and make some floats here. Do public floats. Bounce number X. And then public float here. Bounce number Y. And then we'll do public float bounce multiplier. There we go. And then we'll just replace these values here. It is working, so that is a good thing. Maybe let's not do that. Maybe it's X minus Y times like that. Impulse equals 1. Nah. Okay. I don't think that works. Maybe not impulse. Dot. I don't think that works. Okay. Balance multiplier, and then we'll do times bounce number X, and then this will be maybe I need to do it on both sides. Minus, this is gonna be a big I wonder what happens if I just do it on one side or the other. Let's try it. Bounce number Y. Let's try that. Okay, so let's set can't really. Card will be card functions. Bounce number Y will be bounce number X will be 2, and then bounce number Y will be 1 for now, and then bounce multiplier will be 2. Let's try that. Okay, that's a decent bounce. Doesn't bounce on this side, unfortunately. Okay. Only bounces on this side. So, okay. What about Y? Y doesn't bounce at all. Okay. What if I made this 5? Would it then... Okay. Still doesn't bounce on the right side, so that's gonna fix... I think when I was doing the bounce multiplier on the outside, it did the whole thing. Okay, let's try it on here, on this side. See what happens on that side. Oh, okay, so yeah. Okay, I see. So, maybe. Maybe. Let's try it. Maybe it just needs to be negative bounce number. Okay, that bounces. And that also bounces. Oh! Okay, that worked. Alright. Okay. And bounce number 5 is pretty good. Okay, bounce number 1 is not good, so let's do 5 as well. It's not bouncing at all. Okay. Oh, I bet you that only bounces it down. So if I do this, right? What happens there? About to find out. Okay, now what's going on here? Unity tile map, editor grid, palette, clipboard. What? Cache, Unity 2. I don't know about that. Ooh, careful. That bounces me a little bit. The Y difference. Maybe times 10? Maybe the multiplier needs to be bigger. Oh, I didn't change the bounce number here. Hold on. Okay, that works. Maybe 10's a little too high. Let's try 7. Hoo-hoo! Okay, try 1. Make a bounce number 8 here. Weird that it's not. Oh, because I have an edge. And it's not making a good connection. That explains it. That's right. Forgot about that. I need to get so I need to reference the edge. I have a box collider and an edge collider. If collision, collision dot game object. Oh yeah, it won't reference the collision. Maybe collision. It needs to be. Oh, I think it needs to be a not an on collision inner on. Let me see. I think it needs to be a on collision edge collider. How to check for a collision with an edge collider. To detect collisions with an edge collider, you can use the on collision activity methods in the script. These methods are called, to 2D collision. Collision. Let's see. Okay. Contact dot point. I mean, if it wasn't colliding, I mean, I guess it is, because it's kind of weird. Get components. Let's see, edge, collider 2D. Collision.game object. Is equal to. The game object involved in the collision if its edge collider is equal to let's just copy this. Get components edge. Oops. I think I need this. There we go. So now it'll check if either of these conditions is true, and that should bounce it a little bit better. Let's see. Bet you that was what was yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was what it was. It was colliding with the edge. It was barely colliding with the it's gonna double bounce. I think it's gonna get a double bounce here. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should just do the X, and for the Y, it should be the edge collider. Yeah, for the Y, I just do 0, and then check. We may need a second. No. I could do like a separate, if statement, like a nested if statement. If contact at point equals, the rigid body, do blankety blankety blank. Excuse me. Yeah, that way it doesn't double dip. That's probably what I need to do. So instead of this would be times 0. Do another if statement here. If contact point is equal to okay, hold on. If collision dot contact the specific points of contact within the collider, you should avoid using this as produce memory card. Oh no, use get contact or okay, dot get contact is equal to just a contact and specify index. What does the contact point? What does the get? Get contact method do C#. Let's see. Methods in C# serves the purpose of retrieving information about a contact within a specific context. Vary greatly depending on the library. Merging contexts. Oh, no, that's not right. The collision dot get contact method do. Okay. The point of contact in the world coordinates. The position of the contact in world coordinates. Discolator on the game. No. That's not what I want. If collider dot. Oh, can't do that, can I? Oh no. Okay. The other. Hold on. I think it's like this. Collider. 2D dot other. Dot game. No. Game object dot collider. Dot other. Hold on. Collision dot collider dot other. If the collider, yeah. The incoming 2D collider involved in the collision with the incoming collider 2D involved in the collision with the other collider. No. Dot other? I think it's other. If other dot no collision dot other dot collider. There we go. Jesus. All right. Collision dot other collider is equals a. Oh, I can stop this for a second. Equals a collider 2D dot rigid equals. Oh no, I could just do Do I have a reference for the character for this as well? What in the world is going on here? Oh, I have a reference. I guess that works too. CHRA. I guess we could just make this private. Letter equals character dot get component rigid body. There we go. If collision is equal to then on this one, and then it'll be an else here. Edge Collider 2D. And then take the same formula, copy it. Right? Because we want it to be exactly the same. And except for get bounce, say bounce X, bounce Y. And then I think we'll do an int bounce X number. And then we'll do plus bounce collision number. Dot to string. Oh wait, hold up. Let's see what happened. Oh wait, I don't think it can be. Debug.log. Oh no. I think that's right. Yeah. There we go. And every time this, let's do this here. Bounce collision number plus plus. There we go. And we'll do the same thing here. Okay. There we go. Now tell me how many times. What's going on? Destination scene is not valid. What is tile map? Huh? Editor, grid paint, palette, clipboard, 347. I do not know what is. Destination, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I can ignore this one. Move game object to scene. Is it because I keep hitting a button or something? I'm not moving anything this scene. Weird. So if it equals the edge collider or the if collision.gameObject get component equals the edge collider. Oh yeah, equals the edge collider from that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then we need to do the math here. So if it's the rigid body, right? Then we will do not times bounce number. It will just be times 0. Ooh. What is going on? What? Is insert on or something? Why is it something? Okay, that was weird. Why is it automatically? Is one of my buttons like hitting or something? Whoa. Okay. Weird. Huh. I don't know what's going on here. That is not normally how that works. Let's see. So we won't do anything to the y, so just multiply it times 0. And we'll multiply this times 0 as well. No, not that one. So we don't want it to move on that one. Okay? Because we only want x to move. If it's, bounce to the side. And we'll just do an if statement, not an else if. There we go. Times 0, times 0. Times bounce multiplier. Okay. And then this one will be also times 0 on x, because we just want to go for the y on this one, because it's the edge, so we know we're touching on the bottom. That's correct. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay, so console should be... Oh no. It stopped working completely. Oh, it stopped evaluating as true. That's why. Other collider equals character component. Rigid body 2D. Okay. Let's do a debug.log here to make sure this is debug.log. First check. First bounce check. Okay. Let's try that to make sure this is still evaluating. It's true. Okay, good. Alright, so that is evaluating as true. So one of these statements are not. Okay, I got it. Not other collider. Dot game object. Dot get component. rigid body. So if the rigid body, right? The rigid body 2D equals character. Oh yeah, right here. There we go. If collision.gameObject.getComponent rigid body. If the game object that is involved in this collision is equal to the character, right? Then do this one. And if collision dot game object dot get component edge collider 2D. There we go. Is equal to character. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. But the edge bounce X and Y. So we need to edit the edge collider so that it doesn't go all the way to the edge. Because we want it to be slightly. So let's do that. Slightly off here. Edge collider. Let's just do this. Character. Edge collider. And then we'll shrink it just a tad. Zoom in here. Edge collider. Offset, no. How do we shrink it a tad? Okay, size. Here we go. Element 0, element 1. That's not what we want, I don't think. We just... I see. Subtract this back to 0, 0, and then we'll do... Oh, okay, I see. They should be on the same... We don't want it quite on the... Let's just do negative 0.49. And that should... And then we'll do 0.49. That should make it. Save that. So where it doesn't collide, right? Character, yeah. And then make sure... yeah, okay. Let's try that. Oh, yeah. Clear that out. Bounce Y. Still bounced Y. So is the edge collider still if collision.gameObject, if the incoming game object involved in the collision edge collider, oh, I guess it will always evaluate to true. If maybe it just needs to be set a collision if the edge collider 2D parent class for colliders with 2D. Okay. There we go. Collision.collider. Oh. Let's try that. First bounce check. Second one didn't do it. If collision.other collider 2D involved in other collider 2D is equal to compare okay. The other collider involved in the collision with the collider. Is equal to... Man, we almost got this. I know we almost got this. Collision. Collision.gameObject. If the game object is equal to if it equals itself, if the object colliding, if the object colliding is equal to character edge collider, right? Okay. Or if the object colliding is the character, check these, right? I'll just copy this, I guess. And then copy the other one, I guess. I mean, let's see. Okay, let's try that. Because, I mean, the first one evaluates the true, right? Bounce Y. Shouldn't bounce Y, though. That's the problem. These are both evaluating to true. If the oncoming game object... no, this needs to be... If the component... If the edge... If the collider of the... is equal to... Yeah. No. It needs to be if the collision is happening at... I think we need to use points here. Let me see. How can I specify what collider I want what collider to activate which function in C#. Trigger different functions based on specific colliders in C#. You can use on-collision inner and on-trigger inner combined with checks for the specifics colliders properly, like tag or name. Oh, okay, so you can tag a collider. Collision, if collision at compare tag player. Else if collision at name special collider. Special collider. Like a collision, if you're working with 2D, replace 2D for triggers on a trigger. Use the properties to differentiate between colliders. For example, you can assign different tags to different colliders and unities. And then check for those tags in the collision functions. Okay. So you can add a... I didn't know that. You can add a tag to a collider. Is that what it's saying? It says you can assign different tags to different colliders in Unity. Okay. How to add a tag to a collider in Unity. To add a tag to a collider, game object contained in the collider, then in the inspector, locate the tag drop-down menu, which is just below the game object's name. Drop down, either select an existing tag, or choose add tag to create a new one. Adding a new tag. Wait, so that is to the collider? So I already did that. So it adds it to the... No, that just adds it to the whole game object. Material, trigger, tiling, info. No. Yeah. No, that's not what I want. Syntax for checking if collision is with an edge collider. Edge collider collision? That's a class, okay. Collision enter 2D. Collision edge collider is. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god, what? I didn't know about this. Oh, so, okay, it's Boolean struct. Okay, good to know. We'll put that on my lessons learned here. Lessons learned. When writing an on collision enter function, you can use the is keyword to check for collider types, e.g. If collision dot collider is edge collider 2D. If, well, and this one would be, what kind of box collider? There we go. Now it should work. Oh my god. Well, I guess the only way to... Alright, where's the edge collider? Let's just well, shoot. That's fine. Let's try it. Bound 6. So yeah, it was just colliding with it. Okay, so let's turn that back on. It's still not small enough. Evidently, it's not small enough. Character. Yeah. Wait, did I not change the edge collider? Wait, what? Is there multiple more points that I need to do? I shouldn't connect. Let's see. Is there more than one point? That's weird. Hold up. I don't think I'm, let me see something real quick. Oops. Size. Let's doing this. Size. 1.5. Whoa. Oh, and that's the size of the list. 2. Element 1. Element 0. Edge radius? Maybe 0? Offset? There's no offset. I mean there is, but hold on. Let's see. Edit bounding volume. Oh, I think I was looking at the wrong one. Alright. That is nowhere near, so shouldn't touch it. Clear this. Okay. Yay, I did it. Now. Yeah, that's what's up. Awesome. Cool. Yes. Okay, we did it. We fixed it. All right, we got bouncing working, y'all. Now, we only want bouncing to work if bouncy is true. Okay. Alright. So, that's working. We're not going to touch it. We're just going to add a comment here. This is a 628. 25. And then cards bounce individually. Cards bounce. No, hold on. Character bounces on cards. And it's reasonable. Okay. Now I kind of want to do a little bit higher for let's do bounce number here for Y, which is in the inspector. So let's do. Oh, the bounce number for Y is already 10. Let's make it like 15. Let's try that. That's pretty high. Yeah, why not? We're gonna make the bounce number for X a little bit higher as well. Let's make it like 10. Let's try that. Okay. That's like pitiful. What in the world? Why is the bounce number? It's not like very bouncy at all. Oh, that's weird. Oh, maybe the Oh, because the oh, okay, because the card isn't this. Because the card is the distance is different when it's turned on its side versus when it's I need to freeze a rotation here because I don't want them rotating. Art. For now at least. Just make this 10. I want to freeze the rotation. That's rotation here. Rotation. Freeze rotation. Oh, you can't freeze rotation on. Oh yeah, around the Z-axis. That's fine. Yeah. So it shouldn't rotate left or right. Let's see. Wow. Yeah. That's a little high. That's so much higher. Jesus. It's a little bit too high. Let's see. Make it 10. Let's see 15 again. Woo! Okay, no. Let's do like 11. Oh, that's decent. Yeah. Boom. Boom. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. 11 is fine. Oops, wrong number. let's see 10. Let's see what the X looks like. Yeah, it's fine. Woo. Yeah. All right. Now we just add an additional if statement here. That would be private bool card is bouncy, and then we'll start it off as false. Oh, it defaults to false, and then if let's think, and card is bouncy or collision. True. And that goes into our stuff later, our different types of stuff that we're going to be adding. All right. Probably gonna stop there for today. That's pretty good stream there. Got some stuff done. We got bounciness in. So something being bouncy is slightly different than it's being like thrown by the growth of the card. So that's something that we should do later. Let's see. Let's put that on the to-do list here. Whoops. Say make cards be thrown by growth mechanic. Cards are currently bouncy. Why is there like a random... Oh, that's weird. Okay. So later in our design, we will make it so where the cards like eject the player instead of them just instead of the player just bouncing. So it'll be so. Let's see. So, how throwing character will work, right? And then it will be like, we'll say if character is touching, so it'll be like if character is touching the card and the card grows, add force to player. And then I think that on trigger functions unity, I mean C#, on trigger enter, on trigger stay, on trigger exit. On trigger stay. This function is called every physics update while collider remains within the trigger volume. Another parameter. So yeah, it'd be like an on triggers. Okay, so if the character is touching the card, so it'd be like on trigger stay, right? Then it'd be like something like character, and it'd be like character touch card is equal to true, and then else set it to false, and then like else equals false. There we go. And then when it's true, when the card grows, add force to the player. So like if true, then and then it would just be add force dot new vector 2, boom, blankety blankety blank, etc. Okay. All right, I think that's good enough for today, and we'll work on this next time probably. All right, y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Been a great stream. I enjoyed myself. Got caffeinated. Didn't think I was gonna be adding bounciness today, but you know that's what brainstorming is for. It is part like of the game design that we want, because we have a lot of stuff like that's gonna be our cards are gonna be able to do. I'm gonna probably study up on UI throughout this week, so that next time not necessarily next stream, but in the next couple of streams, I can start working on like putting stuff into like the hand, like what a hand is, etc. So yeah, should be good. Thank you so much for watching.